So today I'm forging Raiden sword from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. At least something close enough. The game's plot makes as much sense as the lore of Kingdom Hearts, but with fewer zippers and more war crimes.
Give war a chance!
The sword itself is kinda like a knife cosplaying a katana.
Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke.
In-game the blade works by vibrating at a high frequency. I'm not going to do that. Anyways, let's get started.
Let's dance.
First things first, I need some steel. So I chose this guy. This used to be a part of a car, so it needs a little convincing to forget its past life and accept its new purpose. Swords are usually thin and elegant, and this one right now isn't. So it will go on a crash diet. Unlike any healthy lifestyle change, this one consists of hellish temperatures and physical abuse with a hammer.
What the fuck is happening? How?
Listen to these satisfying dings. Or am I starting to lose it? Hard to tell sometimes. Now it's time to measure where the sharp part ends and the handle begins. Fun fact, the sharp end doesn't make a good place for your hands. Don't ask how I know it. Or do. It's a funny story with a weird twist at the end. By marking the spot where I need to hit, I lessen the chances of me hitting something I'm not supposed to. Like a random child. With this as a reference, I will hopefully avoid accidentally turning this into an unergonomic back scratcher. Forging a handle is usually a highly precise process where everything must line up perfectly. Which is why I just eyeball it instead. If it roughly looks right, it's fine. Like this little nib I'm working on. I guess it would be the bolster area on a knife, since the handle scales would cover it up and it tells the user, hey, the handle stops here, you dumbass.
That's good enough.
For the blade, I'll copy a few things the Japanese bladesmiths do. Not because it would do anything useful with the steel, but because it makes me feel like a professional. By cutting and bending the tip, the harder steel on the edge of the blank will bend with the shape of the blade, which doesn't apply here. While forging the bevels, I splash some water on the anvil. It makes some tiny vapor explosions that blast off the iron oxide scales. This makes the surface a bit smoother, which lessens the time to grind, especially if you're doing it by hand. See? Sometimes I actually know what I'm doing. I just get distracted by... wait, what's that? Now that it's roughly the right shape, it needs some cleanup. I'll grind the blade down until it vaguely resembles a Japanese sword. Remember, perfection is optional. I'm aiming for good enough. So if by the end it looks something like a katana or maybe a tachi, provided you squint hard enough and don't look at it too closely, but still cyber ninja-y, then it's a win in my books. Alright, now to make it harder. Not like that.
Älä nyt. I thought you wouldn't fucking boil over, you bastard.
Since I'm a certified idiot and forgot to anneal the tang earlier, I have to do it now. But don't worry, I'm going to protect the temper by wrapping this very professional, highly engineered wet rag around the blade. Which is definitely how the ancient masters did it. Probably. Maybe. While that's doing its magic, I'll need to take care of something. The handle on Raiden's sword is full of cyberpunky details, so naturally I grabbed some plywood. I was going to use plastic to make it more like a military knife, but things got out of hand fast. And this way it's funnier since some people might get mad. I'll need to drill here, 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 also here. For shits and giggles, I'm trying a new approach. Tape, superglue and pure delusions let me tackle both scales at the same time. Which means less time making this and more time playing games.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm fully addicted to getting abused in Hollow Knight.
Who the fuck are you? Where the fuck am I? The fuck?
Before tackling the handle scales, I'll need to make the holes in the tank first. I'll use the tank to drill matching holes for the handle scales. Luckily for me, they are oversized, so I can just roughly line it up. Then I smack in a copper nail, for aesthetics and to make it stay still. Kind of like me clinging to the corner at every party, silently questioning my life choices. And I'll do the same thing for the second hole. But now it locks it up like a baby death gripping a stranger at the grocery store. Now the rest of the holes will be lined up nicely. Time to shape up the handle. The trick is to stay calm and not go over the wonky lines I drew. Ah, fuck. Once that is done, I can cut the cyberpunky details with a router. By the way, don't stick your finger in there, it's not as fun as it seems.
How about this?
That was easy.
And time to glue everything together before painting it black. Without these nails, lining this thing up would be a nightmare. I'm not sure why the room is spinning this much. Once the epoxy is set, and I have freed my fingers from the glue, I'll be able to grind down the nails and make the handle smooth and more comfortable to hold. With some touch-ups, it will start to resemble an actual sword. I'll make this sword more lore accurate and ninja-y by painting it black.
My sword is a tool of justice.
If someone asks, you didn't see that. All there is left to do is sand the edge and make it shiny enough for Instagram and sharp enough to cut down my credit card debt. Just so you know, we are not going to try that fukkarin thing. Thanks for watching and bye.
Adios, amigos.